What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're going to talk about some polls. I did some polls over the last week, and so we're going to go over that. But first off, on this channel, we talk about personal finance for travelers. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you can get future updates on my videos. So the first poll here is, how far would a $120 stimulus check go? So I just wanted to kind of get an idea of, if you were only going to receive a $120 stimulus check, how far would that go? And the reason that I raise this question is because I have a friend, she's Colombian, she lives in Colombia, and she was telling me that people in the lower income people in Colombia are receiving $120 stimulus checks. And so I thought that was interesting. And so she was asking me, like, how far would that go in the US? And so I wanted to do a poll just to find out what you guys would think. And 10% of the people said that it would fill up their gas tank, basically, or they would spend it on gas. 78% of the people said groceries, so they would spend it on groceries. And then 12% of the people said that it would pay their phone bill. So pretty interesting. And this is 1,400 people who voted on this. And I kind of, that's kind of about right. $120 for my phone bill. It's about $120. If I were to fill up my gas tank a couple of times, it would be $120. So that's pretty accurate. Now, if I go to Costco, I'm going over $120 already. I know that. And that's only getting a few items. But that's how Costco works. But I thought it was very interesting. I'll post a link to her video so you can check it out. She really outlines exactly how this stimulus check will be handed out to the Colombian citizens. And it's always interesting for me to see what's going on in other countries, how governments are handling this whole pandemic. Are they giving out stimulus checks? We've heard about Canada, we've heard about Australia, but now you can find out a little bit about Colombia and how they work when it comes to handing out stimulus checks. Now, understand, $120 in Colombia, it goes probably it's about 3 times more. So it's about $360 worth. And you might think, well, that's still not a lot of money, but it can go pretty far. If you look at rent in Colombia, rent, you can get a nice place in Colombia for about $300. And you're going to want to check out more of her videos if you really want to know exactly how far money can go in Colombia, because she shows you as far as the different stratas where you live in Colombia. She also talks about her place, and she'll show you her place, and it's $300 she's paying a month. And she'll actually show you what that looks like in Colombia. So check her videos out. And like I said, she is a friend of mine, so you'd be helping me out by going over there and subscribing to her channel. And she's right on the brink of getting to monetization. So if you guys don't know, monetization means you can start making money on YouTube. So she's right on that brink. You need to have 4,000 watch time hours. So if you guys could go over there and watch some of her videos, you'll definitely get her over that hump. So please do that for me. Now let's go ahead and check out the next poll. So the next poll: do you think we will see another stimulus check? Well, it's a pretty simple question, right? Do you think we'll see another stimulus check? Now, a little over 2,000 people voted on this one. 70% of people said yes, and 30% of people said no. And that's probably about right. I mean, when I think about it, yeah, generally, I would think most people would say we're probably going to receive another stimulus check, but there are some possibilities that we might not receive another stimulus check. So I'm still on the side of, I think we will receive something. I think they're just going to stall. They're going to stall for as long as they can, and then they'll finally say, okay, yeah, you know what, let's go ahead and go with another stimulus check. But ultimately, what the Senate wants to do right now is they want to wait. Mitch McConnell wants to wait, and he might want to wait another month just to see how things all play out. But I would tend to agree with the audience here. I think we're probably going to see something else in the future. Okay, next poll here is, when do you think we will see the next stimulus package? So the next stimulus package, now, I did this, in all fairness, I did this before we just heard news on Friday that Mitch McConnell wants to wait another month before making any type of decision. So that would put us into late June, early July. And so this poll was done before that. So these numbers are going to reflect that. I will do another poll with the same question just to see if it changes any. But we have 4,400 people voted on this one, and 47% of the people said in June. So 47% of the people said we'll see the next stimulus package in June. Now that just means we'll see it signed. And maybe I should have specified that, but we'll see it signed in June. That might not happen now. unless some things change when it comes to Mitch McConnell and how he wants to handle the situation, we probably won't see anything signed until July, maybe even mid-July. The 30% of the people said July, and 23% of the people said never. So there are still people out there that think we're not even going to see another stimulus package. I'm not talking about a stimulus check. I'm just talking about a package in general. There's 23% of the people in the audience think that we're not even going to see that. So we can only wait and see. I will keep updating you guys. Any new information that comes up, I'll keep updating. So hopefully we will see something. And I'm hoping that they start realizing that things need to change very, very soon. Like we can't wait. I mean, we're in a pandemic right now. We're having issues with race relations. And I mean, there's so much stuff going on right now that I think it's that these politicians should be looking at this. And this is all during an election year too. So they should be looking at this and saying, hey, it's enough. Okay, it's enough. We need to move forward. We need to get the stimulus package taken care of. We need to get money into the hands of the American people and get out of this, get out of the situation that we're in. So I'm hoping that this week we'll have some real strong talk about both things, about the pandemic and about race relations. We should have a real good talk about this. And hopefully the politicians will realize, hey, we can't just be holding out on stuff. We need to move forward and get this country back on track. All right, next question here. Do you think a stimulus check would help stimulate the economy and allow people to get back to work? Very, very interesting question here. And this poll shows us, and we have almost 2,000 people voted on this. 88% of the people said yes. And 12% of the people said no. And this is the way I feel about this whole stimulus checks and just a stimulus package. This is going to help businesses. So the faster that you get this going, the faster that businesses are going to be able to rebound. Because if you give people money, people are going to spend money. They're going to spend money in businesses, and these businesses will be able to hire more people. And then it will just have a domino effect. But if you hold out and you don't do anything, well, these businesses are going to continue to struggle because people aren't going to have that extra money to go to a restaurant or go to the movie theaters and do some of these things that they would normally do, go to get a manicure and massage and all this different stuff. So you need to give people money in order for them to go out and spend. And the sooner you give them that money, the sooner that these businesses can rebound. So that's the way that I see it. Now, I guess people can look at it different ways. Let's give all the money to businesses and then they will in turn hire people. But you're not going to hire people if you're not making money. If the business isn't making money, they're not just going to hire people to have them standing around. So I've always been on the side of, yes, give the money to the people, directly to the people, and they will spend that money and that will stimulate our economy. So I think a lot of the viewers look at it the same way. 88% are saying, yeah, that we agree with that. That sounds like the best way to go. All right, let's go to the next poll. Okay, so the last poll here is, do you think Congress should let the $600 unemployment bonus expire on June 31st? So if you guys don't know, there's a bonus to unemployment. So if you apply for unemployment, you get whatever the state is giving you, and then you also get a bonus of $600 per week. And there's been a lot of people that have talked about this, and well, this $600 pushes some people over what they normally would have made if they stayed in their job. So people are making more on unemployment than they're making in their regular job. We've heard about this. 60 to 70% of the people is what they're saying are making more on unemployment than they're on their regular job. So this is especially the Republicans are really against keeping this going. They want to put an end to it, and they haven't really explained exactly what they want to do with it, or if they just want to completely just let it expire, not do anything with it, or if they want to work on another proposal. We've heard the $450 back to work bonus. We've heard that, but we haven't heard much as far as are they going to do something else with unemployment. But looking at our poll here, we have 450 people who voted, and I just put this out yesterday, so I haven't even looked at the numbers. I don't know if they've changed recently, but at this time of this video, we have 48% of the people say yes, and 52% of the people say no. So looking at it, we still have a majority of people that think that it should continue to go. And I personally, the way that I look at it is I think it should continue, but I think they should modify it. So not keep it the way that it is, not just automatic $600. But I've always felt that you should, if you're giving someone unemployment, if you want to give them that extra bonus, it should have always been maybe like 20% less than what they normally make, in order to incentivize them to go back to work. So you shouldn't have just given them that $600. That's the easy way to go about it. Give them the $600. But you could always look to see how much they made last year, make it 20% less, and average it out. I know it takes a little bit more time to kind of figure that out, but it would have worked out a lot better, and it would have had more. It would have been something that we could have a longer period of time. Now they want to end it in July because it's not working for a lot of people. But I think modifying it is the best way to go about it. Keep it that 20% less, and that will still put people in a situation where they're going to want to go back to work or get a job, making more money. So that's the way that I look at that. So those are the polls for this week. I want to know what you guys think. So down in the comment section, let me know what you guys think about these different polls. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more. And one more thing I forgot to talk about. So we are now almost at 2,000 comments in the last video that I put out. So for those of you guys who don't know, we're doing giveaways. So if we get 2,000 comments on this video, I'll do a $50 giveaway for this video. If we get 2,000 views for the video that I put out yesterday, we'll do a $50 giveaway for that video as well. So make sure you comment down below. Let us know. Even if you just want to say hello, just do that. If you want to help people out by answering questions, do that as well. But make sure we keep it active in the comment section, and that way you guys will qualify, and we'll do a drawing, and we'll give a $50 gift card away. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.